The first step to making an enamel bowl is by mounting the wood form into the lathe and clamping a copper circle against the form, turning it on and getting it centered. Jay's using a finishing wax paste on the copper piece so that it makes nice contact with the steel tool that he's about to use. This is a steel rod that Jay made that he uses when he's spinning the copper bowls. And he uses this tool right here to move down the form and adjust the torque and the angle and the pressure that he's applying to the copper form so that it changes the structure and the copper starts to grow up over the mold. If you notice too, on the end of the tool, it's wrapped in foam. This is pretty hardcore on your body. Right now he's usually using a chiseling tool so that he can get the rim nice and round. Okay. Now he's filing down and making sure that the edge isn't sharp. Applying more wax. And probably going to go through one last spin just to make sure that it's, you know, it's perfectly to size and perfectly smooth and perfect round bowl. So he just felt it to see if it had any bumps, but it's perfect. That's a perfect round copper bowl. So this is enamel. It's finely ground glass. It's basically a consistency of sugar. And this is all translucent glass that we keep over here, and then over here is all opaque glass, which means obviously you can't see through it. So copper and enamel have the same coefficient of expansion. So that means, I just explain it to people like they get happy together at the same temperature in the kiln. So they expand and contract the same time. And you can also enamel on gold and fine silver, but obviously because we're form-based, we use copper. So copper needs to be super clean. We need to get all of the wax that he just used to spin the piece off. Okay. What Jay's applying right now is a clear fire mixture, and clear fire I think is some kind of glucose. Is it glucose, Jay?
It's plant cellulose.
Plant cellulose. And we mix it with water, and you can brush it on. We do a combination of brushing and obviously running it through an air gun. And the first layer that Jay's doing is clear glass that we use. It's a medium fusing glass, which means we can bring it up to around 1470 to 1500 degrees. Jay's a master of manufacturing, and so he figures out how to create and make all of these specialized tools to make our lives easier in production. Okay, so you got to be really careful because it's still wet, and the type of trivet that he's using, they're always like this. They're like, it's just like a triangle, but it has, you just want to make minimal contact. All right, so this piece is ready to come out. Nice and hot. Some come out and they're you can tell they're green, and some come out and they just continue to surprise you. I think whoever gets this piece will be really happy.